Here we are on Cocoa Beach, November the 7th, 1986 at 3:36 local time. Temperatures 80 to 85 degrees. Nice breeze blowing. Overcast a little bit. We'll have sun for a while. Then we'll have shade for a while, and even in the shade it's not a bit cool. There's Cheryl swimming. This is my second tape. I finished up another one while ago and had to run in and get another one. There's Thelma going down toward the beach. I think she's wanting to take some pictures. This is Friday. This will be our last day here. We'll have to leave in the morning. Nobody wants to, but we have to. And that's the rest of the beach. Our motel is right back there, Motel 6, room 126. Christy's eating a candy bar right now. And there I am. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you some of Kennedy Space Center. I'll be showing you through the camera. I'll be looking through some binoculars to get a little bit better close-up and describe to you what I'm seeing. There was a boat on the horizon. Oh, there it is. I'll find you a boat here to look at. It's quite a ways out. Probably a fishing trawler. In fact, it is a fishing trawler. If anything else shows up, I'll show that to you too. That is Kennedy Space Center. Now you'll see some birds flying in the background. And what I'm showing you is as close as I can get you to Kennedy Space Center. These white things you see in the background are buildings. The red things are launch towers. There are actually a couple of boats in the picture up there. The thing that just come in the picture to your left, it's white and black. You'll see first a big square thing, and then a thing that's got some big long doors in the middle, and then a white and black thing standing up. It's a water tower. That white thing down below, it's a building. That's the balloon that goes up. It's a spy balloon, a weather balloon, and it looks out for smugglers. And that white, there's another white building just come into view. It's another building there, and then there's a red thing that just come into view. It's a launch tower. And that launch tower is the last thing I can see. I'll take you back a little bit now. Okay. The way you're looking right there, let me drop you down a little bit. There we go. The first discernible thing in the picture is a white thing to the side. And let me get my bearings on it. looking through a pair of binoculars here, trying to decide exactly what you're seeing. Okay, there's the pier going out, and I'll stop right there. I'm going to start on the right hand side of the screen. Starting from the right, first thing you see, big tall red thing, is a big launch tower. And as you move to your left, there's another big tall red thing. That's another launch tower. And you move on over, the next thing you can see in the picture is a small short white thing. And it looks like maybe a water tower or a water tank. I can't really, or either that or a small building, I can't really tell. And the next to it's a big tall white building. That's might be the vehicle assembly building for the shuttle. And right next to it is a white thing sticking up. Just barely next to it. You can just barely see it in your picture. That's a rocket. Probably a demonstrator. Okay, then you skip a little bit of a space and you see two white things sticking up and a red thing. Well, the two white things are rockets sticking up. I'm sure those are models somewhere too on the complex. The red thing is a launch tower. As you go on to the left, you see another round thing, and it again is a rocket sticking up, a little bit shorter. They have a couple of museums over there. They have the Visitor Center, and they have the display at Cape Canaveral. And then you reach a square building. And it's an office type building is all I can tell you. It might be the visitor center, it might not. I don't believe so. I believe it's just one of their buildings there. I don't know what it's for. And then next to it, you can see some little white things that are ground level, and they look like tanks and shorter buildings. And then you go across the flat space with nothing there. And then the last thing you can see on the very left-hand side of your picture right now is a major building. I think that's the one the astronauts live in. It's a real good sized building, 4 or 6 stories high. Something of that nature. Now I'm going to switch your view and show you what you couldn't see before. Again, going from left to right. The first thing you see is a big tall red launching tower, and it looks like it's, well, actually, let me move the screen just a hair more. Depending on your television and the quality, you might see more, but the first big thing you should see is a big tall red tower with doors, and that's a shuttle launching tower. And the way it's canvassed in right now, may have a shuttle in it. And then as you go to your left on the screen, you really can't see a whole lot until you get all the way to the left side of your screen. Now there's a couple of white spots in the middle of your picture, and those are shorter buildings. 1-story buildings is the first one. The second white spot looks like a tank, hydrogen tank or oxygen tank or something like that. Then the last building you see on the left hand side of your screen is another launching tower. Now I'm going to swing you on over one more time. And again, going from left to right. Let me readjust that. Going from left to right, you probably can't see anything for the first part of your picture. What I see is just landscape and nothing discernible until we get to the big white thing right in the middle of your picture. That's the spy balloon that they send up. After it, as you keep going left, you see a real small white thing. That's some kind of a building. I think it's one of the blast pad buildings. And then as you go left further, you see a real small white thing. And I can't really discern what it is. And then you get to a big long white thing that's at the bottom. And it's right in the middle of your screen. And that's a major building over there. It's 1 or 2 stories high. And I don't know what it does, but that might be the office complex there. Behind it, you see a black and a white stripe thing going up. That is a water tower. And they say it's the most photographed water tower there is because it looks like a rocket. And to the left of it, you see 2 red things going up. And I said the white building was in the middle of your picture. That's the balloon. The white building's to your left. And the thing going up to the next of it, the red thing, is another launch pad. Now your last picture, and you won't be able to see too much of this, and I'm going to start with the big balloon and go right. But what I can see is landscape. And right now in the middle of your picture is a couple of white things. I don't know if you can see them, but those are a couple of tall buildings, and I'm not sure what they are or what they do. They are on the Space Center. And then further to the right, I can see more launch pads that you can't see. It's just too far off. And that's what the Space Center looks like.
Far.
Yeah, but it doesn't on TV. Now we're going to go swim for a little while.
All right, go straight out now. You know, it's 4:30 their time here. It's 4:30 their time here.
decided to go into the pool, I think.
Do you have any pictures on your camera? I don't know. I've got about.
We're going to be leaving the beach now. I doubt if we'll be back.
On the beach? Huh?
Were you?
Was I go to fish?
Were you on the beach when the 150 pounders were on here?
Yeah, we saw them last
Did you?
night. We saw them last night.
Oh.
In the dark.
I see.
We saw 3 of them. And they said there were 4.
One of them, you see, they all say different things. One said Mark, the preponderance said. That's what these, I understand. I'm picking them up, scooping them up. They showed that on television, but I didn't know.
They showed
it on
TV.
television?
Yeah, it'll be on again at 6 o'clock.
What channel?
6, I guess.
Channel 6?
Yeah.
What were they doing here, do you know?
Well, they think they were sick. They were almost all dead when they came in.
How many?
Yeah.
They were focused because they actually got
Yeah. Yeah, they said they were up to that. 50 to 150.
We saw 2 down this way.
150-pound marlins. Were people taking them to eat, or were they just cleaning them up?
Remember before these facilities a little bit, they were sick or something, and brought all of them in, or something wrong with the Yeah.
And it was on Channel 6, huh?
You know, along here, yeah, that's where I got it. He said it was going to go north.
We've just about got time to get back then, don't we?
You tape it down?
Yep. And there's the ham.
It's a free show. Free is when we have games, so that's and now that's a fish. That's what
Well, this lady was telling us that those were 150-pound marlins we saw last night. And it was on Channel 6, and we're going to try to tape it. Or, I mean, not tape it, but watch it. Beautiful weather. If you look down at the bottom, you'll see me at the tripod. And the length of that shadow will give you some idea that we've got about most an hour's worth of daylight left.
And believe me, people, it is hot down here.
It's beautiful weather. Just absolutely perfect.
I mean, we're down here swimming in the beaches, and we're feeling sorry for you.
No, we're not.
Poor things. Out in that cold winter.
We hope it's cold there anyway, don't we?
Mm-hmm. That's why we feel sorry for you.
You liar. You don't feel sorry for him. And that's it, folks. Not a bad view, huh? Ocean. Palm trees. Out of focus. Oh, there we are. I'll show you how really good the view is. That's our motel window. That's the view out of our motel. A lot better when the van isn't there too. Speaking of motel, I'll give you a little look around our room. This is room 126. Nice big room. I think you can tell we live here. I mean, you haven't seen anything yet. That's some of the stuff we've got packed. That door leads into next door, so it could be even bigger. There's probably 12 to 14 foot from right there over to the end of our room. This is by far one of the biggest rooms here. Inside our door now. I mean, I just can't tell you how beautiful this is. I don't know if you can tell by watching this or not. I could live here. There's a palm tree. And I'll zoom back a little bit and swing you around. Show you the back of our motel. And there's our room. 126. We're right on the very edge of the building. I'll take you around and I'll show you the pool right now. See how wide our room is. You can see the ones next to it are considerably shorter. This is our motel, the inside, where the pool and everything is. I'll give you another shot of this too, with the sun in the right direction. But on my way over here, I stumbled on something a little interesting. I'll show you. That's some kind of a service store. And if you look down on the sidewalk, those are teeny, weeny, little, bitty red ants. Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and thousands and millions of them. I don't know what they're doing, but they start over there. There's some anthills right in there, and there's a steady progression all the way across. They're carrying something. I can't tell what they're carrying. They're carrying it back. See them, the white things they've got? But they're getting it out of the door right there. I almost walked right through them. That could have hurt. Well, I still haven't figured out what they're carrying. I thought I'd give you another view of it. They're obviously going after some kind of food that's in that building. This is really weird. Sheila and Tom at the pool. Christy and Cheryl. This is a pool area right here. Beautiful palm trees all the way around it. I'm looking pretty well right into the sun here. I can't help it. That's the office area, or getting close to the office of the motel. And this is the inside area toward the pool. They offered us a room facing the pool area. We told them we'd rather have one facing the ocean. Palm trees. Blowing in the breeze. Pretty flowers. Pretty landscaping. This is our Motel 6 in Cocoa Beach. This is why we like it. Okay, Cheryl, I'm ready.
What?
Go ahead.
Okay, what's my warm-ups for this year's shredding contest between Christy and I? 5 great warm-ups. Alright. Another one of my warm-ups. That was for hips. The feet is favorite arm. And the best warm-up of all, yeah, is this warm-up, the best. See? Real good, aren't they?
Yep, they're real good. 5:15 local time. It'll be dark in about another half hour or so. I'm gonna get in the pool for a while, so I'm gonna shut you off.
Ladies and gentlemen, we interrupt this program to bring you a special bulletin. You see, here, Mr. Bob Neal and Sheila Neal
I'll take this way.
in the water. They are now fighting. How do you think this would end? For a far off distance, just normal human beings. But as you get closer, it's different. It's Mr. Bob Neal in the water.
A guy come out a while ago with a can of spray and killed all our ants. There goes Thelma. Or, well, there goes Sheila. I don't know where Thelma went. I don't. Up there's Thelma. Going back to the motel room.
Well, I said we could come in.
Thelma's taking the camera.
Ready?
Okay, you got just a few minutes. Do what you're gonna do.
Is she dead or not? No, but she is. One more film. Watch. Christy, that's enough. Let's do something better. Now, I have to say something. Here, can she challenge the bull in the bull riding? Let's go see.
And as the sun sets into the west, we're gonna head east into our motel room. You can see the lights are on.
She's dead. Hope you're happy.
Bugs. A guy come out with some spray while we was over there swimming. And as you'll see, they're all dead bugs. Killed them, killed them, killed them. They'd been watering the grass all day, and the guy said the water drowned them out and made them come up on the sidewalk, and they were moving their nests inside the building is what happened. But now there's 10 million dead bugs on the sidewalk. Nice warm breeze as we take one last look at the ocean. You'll see there's no sun now, no shadow. The sun's down over the horizon. It just hasn't turned dark yet. But it will any time. 5:35 local time.
Shore on Cocoa Beach in Brevard County early this morning, and biologists fishermen might be to blame. Channel 6 reporter Mike Victor is in our Brevard County Bureau right now with that story. Mike.
Carol, it was a great discovery made by visitors to the beach this morning. About 60 adult tarpon were found dead along a 2-mile stretch of Cocoa Beach from 16th Street to Canaveral Pier. Beach workers hurried to remove the dead tarpon, ranging from 4 to 5 feet long, before the nauseating smell removed the tourists. Some of the fish weighed up to 100 pounds and had to be picked up with a front-end loader to be removed by dump trucks.
I've been working here 2 years and I have never seen a fish like that before.
The tarpon, which can grow to more than 200 pounds, is a premier game fish in Florida. Hundreds of them range up and down the beaches following large schools of bait fish. At first, chemical pollution was thought to be the cause of death.
If these fins, if it was a chemical kill, would be facing this way, okay, you'd have a large amounts of blood vessels that were broken in around the eyes. You'd see bleeding here.
It's more likely, White says, that the large fish die because of the actions of a fisherman.
My best bet in terms of the actual cause of kill is a fishing boat that caught them in their nets and brought them on board to get them out, and they were on board a little bit too long and they suffocated.
A large piece of fishing net was also found, but fishermen are surprised that the tarpon didn't escape the net because that many of the large fish are powerful enough to tear a net apart. However, because they were dead several days before washing ashore, the exact cause may never be known. Mike Victor, Channel 6 News.
All this week we've been telling you about Brevard's lost.
We've just arrived at the Apollo Beach Holiday Inn. 1:28 Missouri time, 2:28 local time. They're like not got a room. They're just about full up. We're on the back side. I'll take you over to the ocean now. We're in room 120, which is right close to the beach. Did you get your pictures, honey? There's Christy. There's Thelma. And this is Tampa Bay. A couple of big ships out there. There's one right there. I don't know what that is. Cargo ship or a fishing ship. Got a lot of booms on it. Could either run nets. I don't know if that'll change your coloration or not. I had it set for inside.
Daddy, can I take my shoes off and go wait until Mom and Cheryl are ready to leave?
Oh dear. I'll show you the other one. Another big ship right there. You know, it looks awful similar to the first one. It's got the booms and everything. Sorry about the bouncing there. I was walking close to the edge of a drop-off. I didn't want to fall off. Swinging on around Tampa Bay there. We're at Apollo Beach, by the way. There's a sailboat out there. Well, there's more than one boat out there. Sun's under a cloud right now. We'll back it up here. There beach at our hotel. There's the first ship I showed you. There's Christy going out into the water. It's a little fishing dock beside our place. In the background's the second ship I showed you. About to go behind the fishing dock. That's some of the St. Petersburg skyline over there. And here's some kind of a complex beside us. Now I'll show you what I can of a close-up over there. Don't know what that colorful thing is right there. Right now it's probably 80 degrees and the wind is blowing.
You know, right there, he said, just got right in there.
I can't tell a whole lot about what you see in there. It's all pretty distant.
You start pushing and shoving, and hey, that's right. That's how you get into those kind of games. You scared to throw his weight around.
Some of St. Petersburg there, or maybe Tampa. I'll show you how much I know. I believe that's Tampa in the background. There goes a ship by, making good progress. The water towers.
Hey, look, we have a pretty,
Some factory of some type. There's the other ship I showed you. I don't know what that is. Now that's St. Petersburg over there. Right there, St. Petersburg. So yeah, that must have been Tampa that I was showing you. And the sun's coming out behind the cloud. I don't know what that'll do to you. This is Tampa Bay. There's kind of the divider at the end of our beach here at the hotel. Tampa Bay is not a good beach. You can't go wading or anything like that, or swimming very easy. Not like you can at Cocoa Beach. You get out about 10 feet and you hit a lot of rocks and stuff. Another view of our beach. There's a seawall. I'm facing the sun. I don't know what kind of pictures you're going to get, but I'm not going to walk all the way across to not face the sun. But there's a seawall there. And here's our pool. It's inside of a U shape of rooms. We're facing the outside. We got the cheapo rooms, I think. And there's Christy. Turn around and wave, Christy. Not too excited, is she? This is the inside of our Holiday Inn. There's Christy. We want to get a picture of our two kids in it because it may be the only Holiday Inn they ever stay in. There's Sheila. See, Holiday Inns have pictures on the walls. There's Thelma, hiding behind the light. And there's the TV, and it didn't even cost us an extra $1.50, like it did at the Motel 6. Let me see here. Can you see me? There I am. Let's see, Holiday Inns, they've got a place outside the bathroom where you can brush your teeth and stuff.
I love that.
There's Cheryl. Look in the mirror and grin.
They're like that part.
Cheryl's a ham. She's going to go into acting, I think. Let's see, Holiday Inns. They have lids you can shut on the stool, and Motel 6 didn't. And they have bigger bars of soap. An extra roll of toilet paper. And liners in the trash cans. So there are advantages to Holiday Inns. Although the room's not near as big as what we had at our Motel 6.
Well, I ain't never seen a room that big. The carpet's thicker. It's so warm.
And as Sheila said, the carpet's a lot better. See that?
Mommy, I called the desk for
And now we're in Sun City at Opal's house. It's been painted, as you can see. Kind of a maroon color. Looks like it's being well cared for, though. I'll step around the back and show you the back here in a minute. But it's obviously not being lived in, too. No sign of life around it. But it is in good shape. It's not being neglected by any means. The yard's well kept.
Dad, can I go around to the back and get some?
Mm-hmm.
I can't get a picture of
You'll have
to Lawn's take mowed.
The whole thing in.
it. I can't get a picture of her house.
To Thelma. So obviously somebody's keeping an eye on Opal's yard's greener and better looking than some of the other yards. This is the back of the house. There's her porch she was so happy sitting on. Her yard looks real nice. And there's her grapefruit tree. It's got some green fruit on it. One that's fallen down. And again, as you can see the break in the yard, you can tell where her yard is by the change in color. And the flowers down the side. And this is a street Opal lives on.
This is Arrowhead.
Arrowhead Drive.
Yeah. 1 block long.
Did you ever get your hair brushed?
Where's the boys in your family?
And there's Opal's house.
I'm afraid we don't have any boys in our family at all. Nope.
That's a shame. They'll have to bring some girls in.
All of our cousins on my dad's side of the family are girls too.
They are? You don't like boys?
This is the other side. Real well kept houses.
On our way down to see her now.
Great. I was out there where she is once.
That's the house where this gentleman lives in.
No,
There's several people that I know come from here. And I thought it was there, but I don't know why not.
she's terribly hard of hearing, they tell us. And I know the last time or two, we tried to call her on the phone. They didn't even bring her to the phone because they said she wouldn't be able to hear.
Been here Sunday.
Well, can you tell us how to get there?
No, I've been there years ago. I've been years since I was there. To Bradenton, you mean?
Yeah, to the nursing home?
No, I can find it. I couldn't tell you, but
Okay, well, we...
territory though.
And you moved in a month before she did, huh?
Yeah.
Huh.
21 years ago, August 12th, 1965. I can't figure out how she did 21 years ago. Hey, gee, I didn't know kidding.
Don't think so.
Got a dime in your pocket?
No, afraid she hasn't.
What was your name? We'll tell Opal we talked to. Edwards?
Vern Edwards.
Well, Vern.
V-E-R-N-E.
Vern Edwards.
Really?
Yeah.
Every Vern I ever knew was V-E-R-N.
Yeah, some V-E-R-N, I know that.
But you're V-E-R-N-E,
I
huh?
got an extra E on mine, just so it's for good measure.
Well, that must mean your name's a little better than everybody else's.
What's your name?
Bob Neal.
Bob Neal.
Yeah.
I'll remember you there.
Yeah, they've been here several times now. My husband and I were here a year ago in April.
And she was born of the nicest woman ever knew. 71 years old. Husband's been dead about 2.5 years. And she lived down here about a year and a half. I love that woman. I did fact. And she died last week.
In the house.
Not suddenly,
Yeah.
but everybody liked her. He said, if I go start a person, he liked everybody. He liked you. Nobody had to worry him.
Well, I wish Aunt Opal could have stayed home, but
She's getting better care where she is, I'm sure. Well, I'm sure she...
This is a plan in the neighbor's yard just east of Opal's house. This address is 1509, Opal's 1511. That is really a pretty colorful plant. If I lived down here, I'd have one of those in my front yard. That's just all there is to it. And I'd have one of those, and one of those, and some of those. Again, this is the neighbor's yard. This is the fourth side of Opal's house, the side we haven't seen yet. If anything was not up to par, you can see that she doesn't have the flowers out here like she did before. These flowers are in Opal's front yard. It's all been freshly painted, it looks like. It's in real good shape. More flowers there. The front of it's the, I guess brown maybe, maroon, whatever color you'd call that. And then here's our garage area. It's painted a tan. The inside of it. It's neat, uncluttered, clean. There's our dining room. But it's also unlived in. When we were here, the counters and stuff were in pretty bad shape. They were worn.
Huh?
But they look to be pretty good shape right now. Have they painted everything?
They were supposed to have cleaned inside and out.
Well, it's clean. There's no question about that. Did they paint inside or just clean inside?
I probably...
I'd show you in the front, but the curtains are closed. And I think it's time to go. Yeah, I did. Where's it at? Is it in there in the dining room?
No, in that family room back in there.
Well, that's what I call the dining room.
All right.
I got a picture of it, a close-up of it.
That's the table I'd like to
And as we drive off into the sunset or sunrise or something, there's one last view of Opal's house. 1511 Arrowhead Drive, Sun City, Florida.
No thanks. They no thanks, Mom. Oh, no thanks, Mom.
advance for his age. Right.
There's Cheryl swimming. We're in the pool at the Holiday Inn.
You don't want it, you're just trying to get closer to Mom, aren't you?
There's Sheila and Thelma. And there's Christy.
Well, let me just... How's it, Mike? Your leg's right, I just wanted to turn around. Well, she's right here. All right.
It's a restaurant in there.
I'm sure that's hard. You can let go. Jessica, are you a child care specialist? Yes! Little sugar baby. Look at Mommy! Being Christmas, sir.
And he's got his bottom left. His molar ready to pop.
This was in the morning on the 9th, Saturday. Christy and Cheryl and Thelma will be flying out this afternoon for Tennessee.
Another young lady. Wait! Hey, you get off!
Cheryl swimming.
Get off!
And I don't think Christy's going to get back in. She acts like she's cold.
How long do I have to endure this? I never even thought about that.
No, get off that.
Quite frankly, I didn't know that you were going to be having... Oh, come on. Anthony's back. He's in great shape. What's he doing? The last time we were down, well, not in there. The last time we were down, guys were over here.
Where's Melissa? Come down here, okay? Now push the door.
This is a view out over the bay.
Like we did yesterday. No, do the dive.
Weather's beautiful, maybe 85 degrees. Nice cool wind blowing. I'm standing at the edge of the pool by the seawall. Although nice, the beach doesn't mirror. Now there goes Cheryl across the beach.
No, he'll be here.
What time is it?
Got 4:11.
Oh, you got 4:11.
And although nice, the beach doesn't near and measure up to what we had at Cocoa Beach. There goes a boat by, but there's no big ships in sight. I'm going to go back and show you the beach here. There's a little fishing dock.
That's getting down low.
I'll be up there about tomorrow. I'll probably stop and see you up there.
As you can see, the water's real calm,
But you're going to Spring Hill, I don't.
which is fine if you like calm water.
I got no.
We'll take our waves off the beach.
Yeah, if I'm going to step up there next month, I might stay here 6 months.
There's Selma taking some pictures. And what she's taking pictures of is Christy and Cheryl. And one last look at our pool, which is a mightily fine pool. There's a couple of beached whales, so just a baby heard crying earlier. Not a bad picture for shooting in the sun. Well, I'm now inside Tampa Airport. Sheila and them went ahead to get up to Christy Cheryl Thelma's plane. I'm going to catch a shuttle to Airside C. That's where their plane will be taking off from. So now you'll watch me riding a shuttle. Got some Marriott Hotel right there.
We are arriving at Airside C, serving Delta, Air Canada, Air Jamaica, British Airways, Cayman Airways, and TWA. Please exit through doors indicated by the green flashing lights.
There's a girl's plane. We just missed getting to see him walk on. Battery's about dead, but if it lasts long enough, I'll take him taken off. It's a green plane. It may be an Ozark plane they borrowed. Just missed getting to see him walk through there. Well, they're getting off the ground about 35 minutes late.
watch him take off.
Oops, sorry about that. Somebody started running. I'll let's see what that's doing.
They're going to take control of the ground to be used to look at. Every year they make it look like voucher.
Right now he's still on the ground and he's 39 minutes late. There was a lot of people left behind on this ride, a lot of unhappy people. They really overbooked it. Thelma and Christy and Cheryl hadn't had booking passes, or boarding pass already that it never got on.
They circle